Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. I am so excited today because I'm going to be opening up one of my favorite boxes ever, Didi's Deluxe Bead box. And if you've been following my channel, you know how much I love that box. Now, if you're not familiar with Didi's Deluxe Bead box, I'll leave some information down below, along with a link to the website and a coupon code in case you're interested. Keep in mind that they only ship to the US and Canada. And don't forget that they also have a store, an online store, with lots of beautiful items. But anyway, like I said, I'll leave the link down below. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and see what's in this month's box. And here we have Didi's Deluxe Bead box for the month of November 2023. And I'm super excited. I can't wait to see what's in it. What do you think, guys? Do you think it'll be a Christmas themed box? We're getting closer and closer to Christmas, so now would be a good time to make jewelry for gifts and everything. Let's go ahead and open it up. It always comes nicely wrapped in tissue, as you can see. And the name of this box is Fuchsia Frost. Let's see what it says. It says the holiday season is fast approaching and we're getting a head start with a modern style palette, adding a vibrant burst of festive fuchsia and purples for a touch of winter wonder. Well, that sounds really, really nice. And here's a list of all the contents, as you can see. And at the bottom it says, I hope this month's edition has inspired you. Happy beading. Let's take a look. Wow, look at that, guys. Look how pretty those colors are. I absolutely adore this box. I really do. I think they have the most wonderful collection of beads every single time. Let me pull them out. It definitely looks wintry, doesn't it? I know the box is called Fuchsia Frost, but I think there's more frost than fuchsia in this box. And some of these fuchsia tones are pretty soft. Let me get organized and we'll go through each item. And here are the first 6 strands. We actually received a total of 12 strands in this box this month. Can you believe that? That's a huge amount of beads. Plus these strands are super long, as you can see. Don't you just love these colors? They're so pretty. Let me start with my favorite strand of all, the Inspired by Check strand. They have one in each box. I love these strands because there's so much variety. They're gorgeous check beads, as you can see. And most of these strands come with 2 of the same kind of bead and a center focal like this one right here. But as you can see, we have some spacer beads and some bead caps as well. I like this one. This one's really cute. And this one looks like a little flower of some sort, or maybe a snowflake, but it's kind of puffed. And here's a Christmas tree. That's cute. And there's some spacer beads there. And here's another floral type of bead. It looks like maybe a rose. I'm not sure. And we have another spacer bead here and another Christmas tree. And then we have this focal right here. And then on this side is a repeat of the ones that were on the right side. Aren't these beautiful? I love the colors. I'm going to have so much fun with this box. And now let's take a look at this one here. This is a very beautiful color. It's called Old Denim, and it does kind of remind me of denim. The strand is 15 inches long, and there are approximately 45 beads on the strand. Doesn't it remind you of denim? It really does. I love the colors. I love that there's variation too. It does look like old denim because some of the beads look like they're faded. I love it. Let's take a look at these now. These are glass beads and they're textured pearl beads, as you can see. The color is white, and these are also 8 millimeters in size. It's a 15.5-inch strand, and there are about 55 beads on this strand. I love the textured surface. I've worked with a lot of glass pearls through the years, but I've never seen textured ones like these. Very nice. And let's take a look at this strand. These are very sparkly, as you can see. These are called square barrel beads, and you can see why. They're not rounded, they're square. Pretty cool. The color is Mystic Blue / purple, and they measure 10 by 5 millimeters, and this is a 9-inch strand, and there are approximately 20 beads on this strand. I really love this beautiful mystic blue color. I guess they have some purple as well. You can see the purple when I turn the strand like this. Beautiful. Let's take a look at these now. These are actually quartz beads, but they're crackled quartz beads. I've never heard of that. This is the first time I'm seeing this kind of bead. And as you can see, half the bead is covered with silver. They measure 6 millimeters in size, and this is a 15-inch strand, and there are 65 pieces in this strand. It looks like some of the beads have snow in them, doesn't it? I love these. And I like the size too. And let's take a look at this pretty strand here. Don't you love these colors? These are so beautiful. These are opaline crystal rondelles. And as you can see, it's a mix of colors. We have a soft blue, a soft fuchsia color, and then the off-white color as well. They measure 6 by 4 millimeters. And this is a 17-inch strand. And there are 95 pieces on this strand. These are so pretty. I really love that color mix. Very nice. And look how beautifully these beads coordinate. They always do such a nice job of creating these boxes. Let me get some more beads. Here are the next 6 strands. Some of these beads look like they're smaller, which I really like. I like to have the different sizes because it opens up a lot of design possibilities. Plus these smaller beads allow me to make trendier pieces, daintier pieces. Another thing I like to do with the smaller beads is to combine them with the larger beads in beaded components. Let's take a look at this one right here. I love the color of these beads. It's called Montana Blue, and these are crystal oval barrel beads. They measure 8 by 4 millimeters. This is a 12-inch strand, and there's approximately 35 pieces. I love the faceting on these beads. It makes them sparkle so much. I don't know if the camera's picking up on it, but these are really beautiful. Let's take a look at these now. These are agate beads, and they're actually dyed fuchsia, as you can see, but not all of them have fuchsia. Some of them are kind of off-white. There is a lot of variation in that fuchsia color too. Some are lighter, some are darker, and I'm even seeing some earth tones, like these right here. Isn't that cool? These are really pretty. They measure 4 millimeters in size, and this is a 14.5-inch strand, and there's approximately 95 beads on this strand. I really love the variation. Let's take a look at this one now. These look really interesting. They're called triangular glass barrel beads, and you can see why. They have 3 sides. The color is ice blue, and they measure 12 by 9 millimeters, and there are 10 pieces on this strand. They kind of look like ice cubes, don't they? But they have very pretty plating on the surface. Very reflective, and it's a cool shape too. Let's take a look at these now. These are called crystal hexagon cubes, and the color is Mystic Metallic, and these measure 4 millimeters in size, and it's a 14-inch strand, and there are 105 pieces on this strand. A very beautiful, deep shade of fuchsia. It's kind of a dark fuchsia. I really love these. Let's take a look at this one now. These look like ice cubes as well, but they're very sparkly with those beautiful facets, and they have an AB finish. They're called side-drilled crystal cubes, and it's because they're drilled kind of diagonally, as you can see. I love that. They measure 8 millimeters in size, and this is a 7-inch strand, and there are 25 beads on this strand. These are so pretty, guys. Look at that. Aren't these gorgeous? I love that AB finish. Let's take a look at this one now. These are opaline glass beads, and the color is white, and they're matte, as you can see. They measure 6 millimeters in size, and there are 30 beads on this strand. I love how they feel too. And once again, since these are smaller beads, it's going to be super easy for me to design with these. I love that we have 4, 6, and 8 millimeter size beads, and then all these other different shapes. Let me get some more items. And here are the last items. As you can see, we have a continuation of that beautiful soft blue color and the fuchsia. And once again, there's lots of variety here, lots to choose from. These are really interesting. They're called side-drilled crystal check teardrops, and they're crackled with an AB finish. Let's take a look at them. I'm going to put them on my rod. And here are 6 of them. We get a total of 15. And once again, they fit the theme of the box perfectly because they look like little frozen drops. Aren't these pretty? They're so pretty. I love that AB finish. And I like it that they're crackled. You could thread them on beading wire like this, or you could do some wire wrapping at the top. I'm not sure how I'm going to use them, but I'll think of something. Very nice. The size of these beads isn't listed. Let me see how big they are. They're about 6 millimeters wide. Let me see how long they are. They're about 9.2 millimeters long. Let's take a look at these snowflakes. Aren't these pretty? The faceting looks like the faceting you might see on a Rivoli, but these are snowflakes obviously, and they're drilled at the top as you can see. They're listed as snowflake crystal drops / charms, and the color is mystic blue with purple, and they measure 20 millimeters across. Let me show you the back. They're nicely foiled in the back as you can see. And of course the first thing that comes to my mind are earrings. Let's take a look at this cabochon. It has a snowflake design as you can see. There's the back. The color is ice blue and it measures 20 millimeters across. I don't know how thick it is, but it might be maybe 5 millimeters thick. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It has a silver wash as you can see. So I'm either going to do some wire wrapping with it or maybe some bead weaving. I'll have to think about it. Let's take a look at this one now. It's an angel as you can see, and it's a check bead. It's white with a silver wash and it's kind of matte. I don't know if you can see the hole, but it's drilled right down the middle. Let me put it on a rod so you can see. Isn't that beautiful? Very appropriate for Christmas. Let me put these on a rod as well. These are Christmas trees. And they have a similar shape to the ones that were on the check designer strand, but they're a little bit bigger. They measure 15 by 16 millimeters, and the color is ice blue. Aren't these adorable? They're so adorable. I love that they're slightly transparent too. Here's the designer strand. As you can see, they're very similar in shape. So they'd look really nice together in some kind of design. Let's take a look at these charms. Here's 3 of them. There's a total of 5. They're called snowflake / garland charms. And as you can see, they have a nice loop. I love that they have an open design. It's so cool. And I think they're the same on both sides too. Well, maybe this side's a little bit flatter. Super cute. Let me see how big they are. They measure about 16 millimeters. Now this one has me intrigued. How interesting is that, guys? It's listed as a crystal geode druzy rectangle pendant. You can see that druzy effect in the center there. And there's the back. It has a nice reflective foil in the back. But I really love that center. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. Can you guys see how pretty that is? Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. And I think that bail fits it perfectly. Let me see. It's a pinch bail, as you can see. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to ruin my nails, but you would open it up and insert those prongs into the hole. And this is actually a cubic zirconia pave bail. Pretty fancy. And it's rhodium plated on top of that, which means that it's not going to tarnish on you. I love those beautiful cubic zirconia crystals. They're very, very sparkly. There's the back. Very nice. I am so impressed with this box. It's absolutely stunning. Let me arrange everything on the board so you can see the entire collection now. Well, here's the entire collection, the Fuchsia Frost collection for November 2023. The palette is absolutely beautiful. The colors are very soft and very appealing. I love the gorgeous blue tones. And if you can't get inspired, guys, by all these different kinds of beads, then I'm not sure what else would do it, but these are really inspirational. They really are. I'm already starting to get some ideas. And we have a cabochon to work with. We have all these charms, some Christmas trees, but they're not your traditional Christmas tree, which I like. I like that they're blue colored instead of green. I also love this rectangular pendant with that geode effect. It's so pretty. And of course, I like that they gave us a bail as well. And you don't necessarily have to use that bail with that pendant if you don't want to, but it just makes things so much easier. But anyway, guys, like I was saying, there's so much variety. We have matte, we have textured, we have sparkly, we have crackle beads, barrel beads, cube beads. It's pretty amazing. And I'm very impressed by the amount of beads in this box. But the best part about it is how nicely the colors coordinate. That's half the challenge whenever you're designing something. Picking the colors and the sizes and shapes of the beads can be pretty challenging. But when somebody else does it for you, it makes it easy to just focus on the design part. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. I want you to come back and check my channel for future tutorials using these beads. Like I said, I'll leave some information down below in the description section of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.